Hello and welcome to ThePrint. I am Sumi Sukanya Datta, and in this broadcast, I will tell you about e-commerce giant Amazon's entry into the diagnostic sector in India and what it means. Though a late entrant, Amazon has entered India's rapidly expanding diagnostics sector with the launch of Amazon Diagnostics. But can it disrupt the poorly regulated, highly fragmented $15 billion sector where players thrive on consumer confidence? That remains an open question, at least for now. On 22 June, Amazon India announced the launch of Amazon Diagnostics, an at-home diagnostic service enabling customers to book lab tests, schedule and track appointments, and access digital reports instantly from the Amazon app. According to the company, customers in 6 cities across 400 plus PIN codes can easily book from over 800 diagnostic tests. Also, they get doorstep sample collection in under 60 minutes and digital reports in as less as 6 hours for routine tests. The 6 cities are Bengaluru, Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, Mumbai, and Hyderabad. Its competitors see it this way. Access to reliable testing has a rural India-sized hole, and Amazon's entry could help bridge the urban-rural divide faster. But at this stage, they do not foresee any significant change in market dynamics. That's because by its own admission, Amazon's plan of action is to study usage pattern and demand signals to shape its expansion roadmap. This is evident in its approach. While leveraging the Amazon app, which allows it to offer an integrated user experience, the Fortune 500 company is dependent entirely on Orange Health Labs. This lab is an accredited player in diagnostic sector for sample collection, testing and report generation in India. The CEO of a well-known diagnostic lab in Delhi told us that Amazon's arrival signals a clear push towards deeper decentralization. According to him, this may bridge the stubborn urban-rural divide in access to reliable testing. Prashant Tandon, CEO of Tata Digital-owned e-pharmacy Tata 1mg, which includes diagnostic services, however, had a differing view. He pointed out that the Amazon model is essentially lead generation for third-party labs presently. On its part, Amazon maintains that it is not only offering faster testing, but a truly integrated experience. Driven by attractive margins and significant growth potential, the Indian diagnostic sector has emerged as a preferred bet within the country's expanding healthcare landscape. According to the World Health Organization, diagnostic test results form the basis of approximately 70% of healthcare decisions, but account for only about 3 to 5% of healthcare budgets. A 2024 report by a market research firm estimated that the Indian diagnostic sector is projected to grow at a compounded annual growth rate of nearly 14% between 2023 and 2028. This growth trajectory would be fueled by rising factors such as increasing prevalence of chronic diseases, growth in the geriatric population, rising demand for preventive tests, and government initiatives. Within the sector, pathology, which involves diagnosis of diseases through examination of cells, tissues, and body fluids, contributes 58% of total revenue. Radiology, on the other hand, accounts for remaining 42%, covering tests such as CT scan, MRI, nuclear imaging, and ultrasound scans. India, it is estimated, has nearly 3 lakh diagnostic labs, but less than 1% of them are accredited, which is voluntary though considered a hallmark of reliable testing. In 2024, only 2150 medical labs across states were accredited by the top lab accreditation body, National Accreditation Board for Testing and Calibration Laboratories, or NABL. The mushrooming of diagnostic labs has been attributed to low entry barriers and lack of regulation by the central or state governments. Trust and quality control remain central challenges in the sector. Established players too underline that the scope for preventive healthcare has expanded in India over the years, accelerated by COVID-19 pandemic and the rise of aggregator platforms that drove prices down and raised consumer awareness, but reliable testing remains a sticking point. Models like offering preventive tests packages at rupees 399 or some such rates worked 10-15 years ago, they said, adding that integrated diagnosis are the futures. This would encompass pathology, imaging, genomics, which is assessment of a person's genetic makeup, and proteomics, analysis of disease-related protein patterns, among others. The Indian diagnostic industry is also marked by a high degree of fragmentation, with standalone centers accounting for 46% of total revenue, private hospital-based labs 28%, and national chains. The national chains include Dr. Lal Path Labs, Metropolis Healthcare, and ThyroCare, among others. The remaining 20% is generated by state-run labs. At present, a handful of large regional and national chains are steadily consolidating their hold. But the vast majority of testing still happens in small, standalone labs with varying levels of quality and standardization. In terms of earning, national and regional chains account for about 24% of the market size, led by Dr. Lal Path Labs at about 12%, while the rest goes to diagnostic centers within hospitals or standalone facilities. While this fragmentation presents challenges in terms of capabilities and scalability, it also offers opportunities for consolidation and emergence of new business models. On its part, Amazon said its goal is to simplify access to high-quality healthcare through a familiar or reliable platform. But the question is, what can Amazon bring to the table in this highly fragmented space? Some industry players are hoping that an established distribution network and proven last-mile delivery capability could extend testing access to Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. But transporting biological specimens from remote areas to labs is a complex task that even experienced operators struggle with, pointed out A. Velumani, founder of ThyroCare, one of the leading diagnostic companies. He pointed out that Amazon's strength lies in product delivery, but its logistics model doesn't align with specialized requirements of the diagnostic sector. That's because this sector involves services like sample collection that its existing delivery network may not be equipped to handle. Orange Health Labs, Amazon's partner for the diagnostic business, has its own logistics network, and it too works through a hub and spoke model. In this model, samples are first dropped off at a local collection center before being transferred to the main lab for processing. But the startup operates, as of now, in selected metros with limited reach. As such, most industry insiders do not see Amazon reaching the untapped markets in smaller cities just yet. According to Amazon, its lab partner has clinical expertise, trained phlebotomists, and rapid logistics to the table, which allows it to deliver a high-quality experience to customers from day one. But veterans in the industry say that while smaller players make profits with low turnovers, larger players face difficulties scaling due to the nature of the business, which requires reaching significant turnover thresholds to become profitable. Major corporations including Adani Group and Reliance Industries, apart from a number of pharma giants such as Lupin and Torrent, among others, have entered the diagnostic space. But their investments are not significant and diagnostic is not their core business. Many in the industry are seeing Amazon's entry into the sector as a first part of a broader omni-channel business strategy. This strategy includes telemedicine, diagnostics, and potentially pharmacy services. Diagnostics serve as a powerful tool for customer acquisition in omni-channel health apps, aligning well with Amazon's ambitions in healthcare, which is being seen in countries like the US. In its response to us, Amazon confirmed this assessment. The company said that it is actively studying usage pattern, demand signals, and operational readiness to shape its expansion roadmap. But as Velumani, an industry veteran, explains, the two components required in the business are molecules and money. Some have the molecule, others have money, but they are not coming together to establish a real disruptor in the industry. Amazon, at least currently, does not offer that promise either. That's all we have in this report for you. Thank you for watching.